Okay, so let's fast forward to the actual day of surgery. You can't eat or drink after midnight. You can brush your teeth and all that stuff, but no swallowing. Anything. So, until your surgery after your surgery. So what I had to do was, I was up, I believe, like 5 a.m. I was tired, but, also you need to, like, wash yourself and use, like, there's this, medical thingy where it actually cleanses the area, or you should use that. That which you can buy pretty much at it's at Publix, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my hand, but, yeah, it starts with an H. I don't want to mispronounce it because I can't remember the name. But so you clean yourself with that, especially your chest. You're shaving the night before, or making sure that there's nothing there, and then try and get some sleep. Go into the hospital. They're gonna ask for your ID eventually. So have it. You're gonna be filling out a little bit of forms, being like questionnaire or whatever, being like that you have someone to pick you up and all that stuff, and that you're not gonna drive and all that. So you get taken back to a room to actually fill out some questionnaires and all that stuff, so you can actually consent, and then you also have to fill more stuff out, pay for the actual time at the hospital. And after you're done with that area, and then you get to go back into the lobby, and then a nurse will take you over to the actual area, and they'll take you into a little room, and like, do you know what surgery you're having, who you're having with, normal questions for surgery, I'm assuming, and you, like, I was like GARRAMONE top surgery, and then, I believe only if you haven't had a hysterectomy, they give you a cup. Come and be like, go to the bathroom and pee. I'm like, okay. Let's make sure you're not pregnant. I'm like, no, thank you. So you pee, and then you just kind of give it back to them, and then you're gonna be very soon taken to a bed, and you get changed out of your gown, and you get to put all your clothes and everything you're wearing except for your underwear. You get to wear your underwear for now. Now into the bag, and your shoes underneath the bed. I'm guessing it would be, yeah. So you put everything there, and the gown is open to the back and not to the front, like you have in GARRAMONE's office. So you have that. Then an anesthesiologist came. I had a different anesthesiologist than my actual anesthesiologist. They did a few things. You also have to open your mouth and stick out your tongue to make sure, I'm assuming the pathway, because you're going to be tubed and then I got to see my other, my actual anesthesiologist. And you ask any question you have to the anesthesiologist that you want to ask. As also you have a, pressure cuff on your arm. They were specific. It was like, this arm was your, ID bracelet thingy. This arm was your pressure cup. Your wrist had the, not your wrist, your, this side of the hand had the, IV thing. And you also had, like, things on your fingers, and you had stuff on your back and all that stuff that they plugged in before all this, and they were marking down little things, which I didn't ask what it was, because I'm like, okay, cool, you're just doing surgery stuff. So yeah, they were just recording surgery information that they needed to know, so I was like, yeah. And they reiterated on, like, what your medications, what time was the last time you took your meds, and things that they needed to know for surgery. They didn't ask when the last time I took my hormones. I was like, they were just like, wrote discontinued, I guess. I have the paper, actually, I believe. I don't know if they wrote it or who wrote it, but they were like, marking down that stuff, sorry, when the, last time I took that stuff was, which most of it was yesterday, of whatever the heck I was taking, so, yeah, then, you wait a little bit longer, the nurse was lovely, also you get heated blankets, it was very nice, nice, and it was nice and warm and cuddly. Your whoever came with you can come in around that time and just be like hang out with you, and a little bit later, the surgeon, Dr. Garramone, came over, and he introduced himself to the person who was with me, I believe, or that might have been actually later. I don't know. It's been a while, and then he's gonna be like, you're gonna have to stand up and take your gown and push it to the side, and he's gonna mark you for his actual surgery. So he's gonna be like down, under, line, taper. I don't know. He's also gonna shade in like if you have like any other spot where you're having. So he shaded in the side of my thigh, and my love handles, which is, oh my god, it sucks. It didn't suck because of him. He just sucked. I don't like being touched there because it's a sensitive area for me. So it was like, and it was literally like, hold on, let me move you lower. Literally like right over here, over there. That he was. So he was like coloring in all of those. It was just like, it was like. I made a comment. I'm like, because it was just a pen that came off. Like it was everywhere on me. Like he did a circle where he did stuff where my nipple was gonna be and everything. So I was like, it comes off. Like obviously, I don't have any marks now. Now it took a bit because you can't shower that area for a while. But then you're like, then you once you're marked up and all that stuff, and you're like, it's a lot of marking. He's also gonna on his hand, which he's wearing a glove obviously. He's gonna show you how your nipple's gonna look. He draws a good circle. Okay, straight up, he draws a good circle. I'm like, how do you? In my mind, I was like, how do you draw that good of a circle? He's been doing it for a while, also. So little me things. So yeah. And then eventually, it's usually more waiting, and eventually you're gonna be hauled off, and go into the operating room, and I was conscious when I hit the operating room, and I was still on the bed that I was on before for it, and I don't remember them taking off really anything. But I had a mask on me, I believe. I don't remember, and then I don't remember them counting down or anything. It was just like I was breathing, and I'm like, wake up a few hours later. And when I woke up into consciousness, I was like, okay, get me up. I want to go. I wanted not to be in that position. It's like also, it was like weird. I was like, huh? I was also kind of high. I'm assuming I wasn't like bad, but I don't know. No, I was never high before. But once you're able to sit up, and you have to move off that chair, off your bed onto a chair that's still kind of reclined, then you're allowed to have someone come back. And I had a catheter. I did not know that. I was like, I'm like, there's something in my bladder or something. I don't know what I said, but I'm like, then when she was like, I'm like, what is in there? And then she was like, she was being very respectful and not trying to cause me dysphoria. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, now I'm like, no, I don't. I wish you guys didn't. I wish you guys told me that at least because I wasn't told. So but if they told me, I would have been like, okay, I don't like it still, but they didn't tell me. I was like it was nothing. No info I ever read said catheter. Come on. You should tell people if they're like trans and they have bottom dysphoria, or they don't want things in their junk, or by other people especially. Don't go near me to it. So that happened. I was high, so I was like, okay. So I didn't really care as much because literally drugged up, and I didn't know. I was unconscious when they put it in, obviously, or else I would have been like, excuse me. So yeah, that's only if you have Man sculpting also, I'm assuming, because you get flipped around. I don't know. I wasn't alive. I was unconscious. But if you just have top surgery, then I believe you get a bedpan. I'm not sure. Again, not my experience, but that's what I was told from other people. Is you get a bedpan. And so like I said, when you can also start getting stuff taken out of you. So when you're unconscious and you're actually able to move. I don't remember when I got stuff taken off, but they're gonna give you a few cookies, which I didn't finish, which I was not even determined to finish. I was just like, this tastes good. It tasted good though. It did taste good. And water they'll give you at first, and they have other drinks like tea, I believe ginger ale and other stuff. I don't know. No, they try to give me ginger ale, and I'm like, I don't drink soda. Even after getting drugged up and unconscious for hours, I still hold my ground with I don't drink soda, which I haven't since since a bit before I started tea, but that's a lot of work for me. But I stood ground and I didn't take it. I haven't had it in almost 2 years still. So there's that part, and then you also have to pee. Like I'm still in the gown, and I don't know how everything got changed, to be honest. I was not there. So you try and go to the bathroom, and you have to pull this little thing to get up, and like you can't be discharged until you pee. I clearly didn't drink enough water because I was not discharged right away. I was like, I can't go. But you get pulled, and you try and get. It's hard to get up because you're like, the expression dinosaur arms. You also are very not used to this because it's like this is brand new. You're literally just fresh at post-op, so you have to just kind of get used to it. So I had a lot of help. I don't know how much help I had because I don't remember, and also I was literally just recovering. I don't think even if I did this a week after I had surgery, I would be able to mention some of these stuff because it was like I was drugged. So after that I went back into the chair, and I went to the not delivery. Okay, apparently I'm pregnant. No, the exit, which is for after you had surgery, and I just had to wait there because I'm like, I can't pee, which means I can't get discharged. So I had more water. It tasted really good. I was like, I'm thirsty. I hadn't had a drink in a few hours. Alright, so I was drinking like crazy, and I just eventually was able to go, and I was like fully dressed, and I was like, I had help getting changed and all that stuff. I don't know who put on my underwear. I don't know anything about who put on most of my clothes. Hopefully I did some. I don't remember them actually ever seeing my junk, or like actually after the fact. The girl, when she was taking out my nurse, when she was taking out my catheter, was just feeling, and like she knew where it was, like obviously, but I didn't see her actually be like, because I would have been like, alerts. I'm sorry, I probably would be really triggered about that, because I'm like, no, just no. No, but again, I was high, so I was like, whatever. And so I think they just like you pulled it over the outfit that you were wearing, the gown. You're still wearing the gown, and just pulled it over, and you had it like going that way, and that was how you did that to change into your bottoms and top. Put it on, shimmy on, get someone else to button it, and you're good, pretty much. But to just get discharged, you had to pee, which I couldn't do for a while. And I got picked up, driven to where I was staying. I was apparently high as a kite and very hyper. That's one thing I remember. Hyper. I was hyper that entire week. And like everyone else who I was staying with was like, oh, I'm tired. I slept. Like right once I got back, I'm like, hey. I was so hyper. And then I ended up crashing, and then like someone who was staying with me actually took a picture of me when they were leaving. I was knocked out asleep. I'm like, guys, I crash hard. Yeah, I was on a recliner, so I was good. Good, just lean me back. It is obviously gone. I just had surgery. Surgery, I can't be laying on a bed or anything. But yeah, that was up to surgery. And depending on normal recovery, they will also call you. The hospital will call you a lot if you don't answer. And so my phone was never next to me or never close enough. I was like, I can't answer the phone, it's too far. So I never answered. And then they eventually, I believe, called the person who was staying with me, and they'd be like, how's he doing? And I'm like, and I had to go to the bathroom or something, or I needed to take my meds. I'm like, can I, he's fine, he needs, I need to help him right now. No, they were trying to continue talking. I'm like, yeah, it's only gonna be a minute or whatever. I don't know, I wasn't on the phone. And I'm just like, you do realize I'm totally dependent on this person, and you're trying to keep talking to them when I need to do something. Failed attempt. Oh yeah, I forgot, around, I believe, a week or so before surgery, the hospital will call you and just reiterate and stuff about where you're staying and all that stuff. So, sorry, just popped in my head. So, then so whenever you respond to that, they will stop talking to you. And I think, like, let's fast forward a bit, continuing on the hospital, like a month or so post-op, they sent me a text being like, review your anesthesiologist. I'm like, how are they and all that stuff? I'm like, I don't know, I was knocked out. Help me. Like, how can you answer this stuff if you're knocked out? Straight up. I'm like, oh, that was the anesthesiologist's name? I don't remember. It's been a month. Like, it's kind of side-eye, because you're like, you can ask how the surgeon was, because I see the results. So it's like, it's there. I don't know the anesthesiologists. Just what they did other than knock me out. I'm like, sure, they did great. I was unconscious. I don't know. No, that's the fact, is I was unconscious. So, you're healing through the first week. And for me, it was that Monday. He does, reveals on Monday and Wednesday. And surgeries is Tuesday and Thursday. So that's how that counts. And Monday came, I made a stupid little comment. Actually, I came in a little, backtrack. So, Monday came, and I had, we had, everyone at where I was staying had, everyone who just had surgery was about to, at the same time, was there. They, had a little, Burger King hats. Oh my god, I still have it. It's right over there. Hold on. This is the same hat, by the way. Same exact hat. Same exact hat. It's also near his office. Someone's like, so I came into the office looking like this, and it was like everyone was like, "Oh, king, he's a king." I found that hilarious. I was like making sure I also wore it when GARRAMONE came in. So I'm just like, this is too funny for me. I just did it because it was funny. So I went in and like went into it and like this. I'm like, I was wearing it and all that stuff. And you're also told when you get in, before you go in, is like take your shirt off. Hello. Everything's covered with these bandages still, obviously. You might know that happens. So, he introduced himself to the person I came with which actually was in a video. Video that, was posted before, so, you guys know, it was my mother. Not a big story, not a big deal. And so, he actually asked if I wanted to wear the crown during my video reveal, which, yes, I did film. When I will update it, I don't post it, I don't know. I'm probably going to do a reaction video to it and not just post the original. So I don't know. I haven't chosen yet, and I got time. I can do that literally whenever. I haven't watched it, like, Oh, for a while. I don't remember the last time I watched it. But yeah. So he was like, do you want to wear that during the reveal, during your video? Blah, blah, blah. During the video, I'm like, nah, it's okay. Okay, so yeah, he rolls the bandages come off, and it's literally just like every video we see on YouTube of the reveal. Except for I made a dumb joke, joking when he's like, and you have two nipples in my hand, because I heard someone else was making dumb jokes before when they came back to where we were at. That was like, so I literally made the dumb joke that they were gonna make, which they didn't make. Make me like, at least I didn't have 3. God, that is so not me. That is not me that well. I will make dumb comments, but that one. Okay, that was a little one. And then you get rolled off, and it's a breath of fresh air when that bandage just starts coming off. Literal. Felt so good. And then he has the other stuff that were covering the nipples, and he shows you how perfect it is, pretty much, and there's no what are these called? Build up tissues. Fudge. I know it's something ears, dog ears. Which, I think there is personally, but they might have formed after. I don't know. But I really don't care, because it's when I love my results still, but it didn't show then. That's the big thing, is that at my reveal it didn't look like dog ears. It looked like it later. So your heavy reveal, he takes. Oh, and I looked up before he was done with the nipples. My nipple wasn't fully attached when he was still, before, like right after he took off all the stuff from it, and it wasn't, he didn't gauze it up, Neosporin it over. I looked over it, and it was not attached fully. It was like, it had little curvatures up between where each of the sutures were in, and I was like, that looked weird. He's like, yeah, put your head back down so I don't accidentally cut you. Cut it off. I'm like, okay. That would not have been good. Good at all. But then it was done. I was like ecstatic. And then you put the coverage back on, taped it up, left the tape that was on from surgery still on. You can shower the next day, and basically I was basically off. And when I got in, I gave him some cookies, and he gave me a little story about his deathbed food and how much he loves cookies. It was kind of cute. It's pretty cute. And he took that out. This was before I even got him taking everything off me. I still had this everything on, and it was just like so cute. It's adorable what he's saying just about how that is his deathbed food. Like, and he, like, my mom was like, make sure you share even to his wife. I'm like, oh god. And he's on a diet, guys. He is on a diet. So, but I'm like, it was just a nice thing to do, doing all that stuff. But it was so cute. Reaction. And then his wife, after I came out, saw my face. I was ecstatic. It's like, she was like happy for me also, so it was kind of cute. It was a really cute moment. I loved it so much. I was just so happy. My mom made a comment. I was grinning ear to ear. Yes, I was. Because I was like, I'm free. I'm free. It was just so awesome. And then after that, you're ready to leave. And I went outside where there's an actual sign that says his right in front of his office that says like Dr. Garramone. I was like, I had my shirt open so you can kind of see like more chestage than usual, because I'm like, this was about how much chestage I used to take. That's about it. Hit pre-op. And then I also had some with the crown on it. It was just so cute. I was just like trying to be cute and all that stuff. And after, I was like, I'm gonna celebrate. I want to celebrate. Went to Publix, got some ice cream, got some cheesecake, because I like cheesecake. Then we got a ride back to where we were staying. And yeah, honestly, GARRAMONE is amazing. Amazing. And like weeks later, when I was like, I believe that's my 6-week point. I believe I called and being like, how long do I have to wear the compression shorts? Because I wasn't sure. It didn't say on the thing. It said how much you had to wear everything else, but not any of the compression stuff that other than the bandage. And so I called, and Jody asked who I was, and she asked GARRAMONE for me, and told me, which was the same amount of time as the rest of the compression stuff. So same time as your ace bandage, which I believe was 6 weeks. I'd have to double check that, but yeah. Then I was done talking to them pretty much, and the rest was healing. But I honestly had an amazing time with GARRAMONE. He did an amazing job on my chest. Just like, yeah, there's like you can see it like right there. It's kind of big on both sides. Don't look at that. But it's like, it's my chest. Like, I don't care most. I'm flat. That felt weird. Flat, and that was the main detail. I'm like, yeah, sure, this nipple gets harder, and this stays pretty flat. It's just whatever. That's my nipples. It's the main deal is I'm flat. I'm just really happy now that I can wear a t-shirt. My nipple's hard. My nipple's kind of hard. It randomly goes hard, and I just don't notice until I feel it. It's still not sensation on the actual nipples, but that may come. That might not come. But it's not about him. It's not about my actual results in the future, which may happen or may not happen. GARRAMONE did an amazing job, and he's a really nice guy, and he tries to be very helpful as he can. Yeah, which he is. He answered everything, and he took care of me, and he also right after surgery, when I was like before I got discharged, he like waved at me, because he was walking by, and I just saw him. And I was like, I was still in the seat, on the recliner seat, and he just waved. I'm like, he didn't have to, but it was the little things that also were like nice, and it's just, honestly, I have nothing but good things really to say about him and his staff. Not everyone may have the same type of feelings towards him, but honestly, I had really nothing but good things to say about him. Like yeah, sure, he talked. I was trying to talk, but that was on the phone. You can't tell when after people are about to stop talking as much. But yeah, I had nothing really but good things from Dr. GARRAMONE. And like, sure, people may have a hard time at the office, not the office, the surgery center, and like something may happen because I was told one person who had surgery a few days after me was like, they were like, yeah, they were pretty much saying girls to them, which I didn't have at all. So I'm like, I didn't have that at all. So it could just be the person if you have a bad time at the surgery center. So just know they're not all that bad. Mine was a lovely individual, and I was joking about ET because the little finger pulse thing, I guess it is. It was because I was joking on all that stuff. But it was fine with me. Everyone was fine. I just like, it was good for me and all that stuff. But yeah, that was my experience with Dr. GARRAMONE.